You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Come on, man. We cheated. See what we got here. He tried to do some of the work himself, and like I said, with the schematics on CB Tricks, they're somewhat right, and then they're somewhat wrong. These power wires show us how many fixing, don't they? Look at that there. They're drumming in them. It's got tape wrapped around them, but let's see what we got here. I don't know what cat that is. I don't know what cat that is. I'm gonna read it. I don't know how this got in here. I don't think. This is an old Texas Star though. Texas Star 250, the DX. The light things is going off the front of them. This stuff's getting about unattainable, which is completely stupid. It nothing like this ought to be unattainable. This here is nothing but a cap to help filter it, 104. That other cap on it is just for filtering too. That transistor right there, you can definitely tell it's a cold solder joint on it. Let me see if I can get this camera where it's working. Not even looking at it. Right here, if you can see it the way I see it, you can tell it's kind of cold. Let's see if it'll lift a little bit. No, it won't come completely up. But if y'all want to get some good solder, get it from Fat Boy, ICA Manufacturing. Get it from Fat Boy. And if you don't get it from Fat Boy, get this. If you get your solder, whatever the hell you want to call it, dick splatter, I don't care, foreskin, this here, and the ones from Fat Boy, I think Fat Boy gets it made for him, if I ain't mistaken, I think. But this right here you get from Fat Boy is damn good. Damn good. I mean, you can buy some high dollar stuff out there if you want, but you're going to end up, this is going to be better for this kind of work. going to be better. You want your solder to go down and look wet. I don't blame y'all trying to do stuff yourself. Save some money. But we've got 104 feedbacks. I think these are 100ths, and they actually supposed to be around, I'll check them, but I think they're supposed to be around 39 ohm. I think Texas Star uses 39, or I think the other one's 46 ohm. Like it's trying to pull these transistors out of it. Look like they may have been out of it. I don't think these came in it. He said he was getting an oscillation issue. And a Texas Star is a completely different breed than just a regular hand-built amplifier. It's a little bit different. It kind of built off the same principle, but they are different. So don't go out here and think it just because this is this looks like what is in another amp. It's not. Texas Star's got their own little way to do things. The circuit's just a little different. Come on. And get you a good quality soldering iron, soldering station. Fat Boy's got some of them too. He's got some pretty good little stations. Let's go to the Texas Star book. Alright. C16. C16. Over here. Let's go to the schematic. C15. Parts layout. I think it's a 91 C16 130 puff. That's what it says right there. C16 DX250 130 puff. 350 91 puff. So just so happened to have some 130s. Alright, I have to catch y'all back in a minute. My battery's going down. Come on, you little bitch. Make sure your little tabs don't, your little solder blobs don't get hung up underneath that board. You're in a bad shape if you do. They'll get hung up beneath this board as it's elevated. Now I got that one touching. You gotta watch on these what work you do from up above, because it can leak through and leach down to the bottom. Try not to get it too hot and leak that thing down. I'm glad we pushed on that because that didn't take a hold. these little legs here, sometimes they'll lose tension over time, and it won't let that switch work. And if you're real careful, you can get these in here and get that without shorting out anything. But you gotta be good. I've done a lot of them. Believe me, my first ones didn't look like this. Didn't look that good. But the more you do something, the better you get at it. No, that one ain't connected. Input on it bound to look horrible. Alright, let's see. I do so many 350s that I know about what they got on them. And I think a 350 is like 100 there. But the 250s, I don't think it is. Pull this cap out. This cap out. Let's see. C8. See, C8 ain't right. It's showing .0000047. That ain't right. I think it's about 100 off there. And like I said, you got to watch how you do this because it will drip through the bottom. And I don't think I put enough heat on that for that drip to the bottom. But I'll check this on a, when I go back with it, I'll check it on a, which that won't show you nothing, but the hot leads of it. It makes sure you ain't got a short to ground on that on the variable power supply. But that's all that'll show you. But yeah, we'll check it for that. Plus, I'm going to check these here in just a second. But make sure your traces don't have anything touching. Kind of strange. Some Texas stores got them in them, and some of them don't. The 330s right there. Let's see what this calls for in the book. Let's see, R9, R6. $39 ohm, and I don't actually have a 39 ohm I have a 46 or a 33. I don't have any 33s left. Let me see what he had in it. think it's 100, if I ain't mistaken. I don't know. Yep, 38 on. So that will work. That's off. Yeah, that's about right. Then both of them got the same number on them. Identical. This is 1200 puff and that one's 500 puff. Let's see what they're using for the output cap on these. Output cap C14. C14,000 puff. It's 1200. Easy anything on the input transformer. Well, you live there too. C9. C9. That one's 1200 puff, I think. It's a 500 one. Kind of remember, I do more 350s than I do damn 250s. If it ain't, we can move it around. I like to pull the bison. This is what the bison is on it. I like to pull that up and check the bison on it when I key it up. So when I key it up, then I'm going to do a bison and put the transformer. I'm going to have the meter setting on it and checking that. But I got to do a power wire upgrade to it. So that's next. Now, I initially hadn't fired this thing up, so I don't know what it's going to do. But, I mean, he says it was working. I'm going off of his word. I think his transistors have been out of this thing before. The way they're looking, it looks like they have been. Alright. Everything like it's pretty much tied in the way it should be. So 1,000 here, 1,200 there. I think that's the way that goes. The book's kind of vague on that, but I think the last one that I did, my best of my memory, is what it was. But we can find that out, so that ain't that big of a deal. Need some power wires. hate to use the 8-gauge wire, but that's all I got on this little amp. That's all I got. I will wash this board off. Now, I hate to use 2 8-gauges, but that's all I got. This one. This supply chain shit sucks, don't it? Wait, and more wait. If y'all voted Democrat, I hope y'all happy. Seriously, I hope y'all happy. I don't see how you could be. But if you voted for Biden, you didn't have much sense to start with, so he told you straight up what the hell he was going to do. But didn't want to listen. Bunch of people with their pussy ass feelings. I didn't like the way Trump talked. So fucking what? You must like it the way Joe Biden can't talk. I don't care what the fuck what they say. I always will believe he stole that shit. I don't think there's that many stupid people in this world. And politically, if y'all don't like what I got to say, and y'all can kiss it too. I always start my video off with, I don't try to hide it. It's abundantly clear who I pull for. That was complete bullshit when he said we're going to raise your fucking taxes. I think after paying my taxes I might have a going out of business sale. And that ain't no damn joke. Yeah, that's some big ass wire just for Texas Star 350, but like I said, that's all I got. Ordered wire, ordered coax, still hadn't got it. No coax. So, hot rod, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I hadn't got it yet. I got a friend of mine down here that he's got a roll, which is ditch digger. He has ordered a roll 600 foot of the same coax, and he told me the other day that he will let me get 100 foot of that. So hopefully that will be took care of. I know it gets frustrating. I got some things I want to come in too, and they hadn't come in. I got some parts I've been waiting on for over 2 months. Some of them actually longer than that. I got a power supply I've been waiting on. And they said when they get that in, they'll send it on. I need to call them again. But I don't like waiting my damn self. But I ain't gonna stand up at the mailbox and just harp on it. Oh, oh, oh. Alright. Same as before. 1000-watt slug right here. See my finger here? Go down, 1000-watt slug right there. It's on this meter here. 50-watt slug to that meter, but that's in reverse, going back towards the amplifier. That one ain't really that critical, but it is. It is, but it ain't. 5-watt slug in reverse here. Turn the amp off, talk through. Hello, 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 hello. You look right here, you see wattage. It's actually, about 15 watts all I'm putting out. Alright, turn the amplifier on. You see the talk through was good. You don't want that to move. That's the reflecting between your radio and your amp. You don't want anything going back towards your radio. That is reflect. That's SWR. Alright. Dead key about 100. Swinging about 300. Alright, go pull the yellow switch in. That's the sideband delay. The orange switch. Meter on the front's working. You see your reflect? That's in medium. I think it's low gear actually. This is medium. This is high. Yeah, medium just drops your key down. So that's the orange button in. If I ain't mistaken, that's the way it is. Preamp is working. Preamp is working. Let me check the biasing on it. It'll do a little bit better with biasing on it. Alright, ground. Hook up the hot to here, which is not connected to anything but the meter. Key the mic. 0.9 there. Hello. Alright. That's because it don't have anything pulling down on it besides the thing there, so I think 0.9 is going to be fine. Let me connect this to the transformer. It should be 0.5 volts. Oh, 0.3 is just as good. See how that pulled it down with no load on it, which no input. The biasing keeps the transistor on. So when you're on sideband mode, that transistor actually don't really cut off. Class C, it's going to have an AM carrier, so it don't really cut off anyways. But on a sideband where it don't have any carrier, that's where you need your biasing for, to keep that transistor on, to keep it alive. Just a little bit of voltage, which right here, hello, 0.345 of volts. But yeah, I went back with it. It's working all right now. What I done to it, I put another new cap here, which that's just electrolytic. Moved to 104 from up here back here, just to get it out of the way where I can put my power wire. Power wire upgraded it from here to the transformer, which it already has one. Back in the back, I put a 130. It had a tuner back there. So that tuner is out. It's capped in. Redone the wires here, cut them out shorter. The shorter the distance you get that, the better you are. Your talk through gets good. Everything else seems to be fine in it. The 104 here, it jumps it over from this leg here over there, takes it to the switch and lets the actual RF go through. That is tacked down very well. Put a 1000 here, went by the book pretty much. 1200 here. These, instead of being 39 ohm, they're 45 ohm, and some 104s. And then the biasing, I just checked it and put it there, and of course keyed it up, put it underneath the load, and checked it with the voltmeter. That's pretty much right. Toshiba's can be a little bit higher, on the high side of that. Let's see, did I miss anything? Resoldered, reflowed. New 8-gauge wire, strain relief here. There's your case. I guess you got a bracket for that. But if you're going to run this thing, run it upside down. Meter on the front's working. Hello. Let's got underwater again. Old. This is just a relative measurement that shows you it's like a watt meter. I mean, of course it's not going to read right. I mean, who wants to stop this thing at 2.5? You know, and you see it wiggle between 0 and 2.5. You know, you want to kind of see it go full deflection. At least that would be my thought of it. I mean, of course, you know, if it's a bigger amp and, you know, you're just going to put out 1000 watts, of course you want it to read pretty accurate. You just don't want to bang out all the way over, but whatever. So that's done. I took and soldered the little connections there, so all them, the lights work. If you see that through the LED. These, I wish I had all the new parts for this stuff. It would be amazing, but I don't. This is the sideband delay for it, by the way. This amp here is not in my book, but I've been through enough of them I can tell. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, let's see, is anything? It's got 2290s in it, Toshibas. So this, oh, the input cap here, that's 100, and as you can see, the reflect don't lie. It's looking good. So everything's ready to go. I'll get it back in the box and get it sent to you. But nice little amp. And like I said, you sent this over. You said throw it away if I want to. I can have whatever I want out of it. It ain't got a front and a back to it anyway. Of course, I can use the heat sink. I can use the relay. I can use the output transformers. Even if I have to cut these down and take the ferrites off of them. These ferrites here can be used. That diode can be used. A lot of things in here can still be used. This actually can be up and running. It looks like the bison part of that has sorted out somehow or another. But anyways, we appreciate that. Kind of weird wrap and everything, being that was $28.79, but appreciate it. This is up and going. Your light's working in there. Lights here. Hello, 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 hello. Light's still working. So, you ready to go now? I don't know, hours worth of work, hour and a half's worth of work, I don't know. I didn't keep up with it. I just let it go, and there we are. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to clean it. Run some, put some 409 on it and wash it out in the sink. Believe it or not, works. I do pretty much all my amps like that. So alright then, y'all have a good day. Have a good day, later.